The Jackals are back on the ice for their game this week. The first game against a repeat opponent here in the summer season. They'll be taking on the Icemen, who they played in Game 1 of the season. That was a 1-goal victory for the Jackals. An exceedingly close game that was decided in the last 2 minutes on a late goal from Mark Hogan by the Jackals. Mark won't be here to help out the Jackals this week. He's missing his first game of the season, even though he is a spare. A number of Jackals are out of the game here today. Jason, Gary Pabla, suspended from his cross-check last game. Chris Stuhar, David, Gary Mizuno, and Jay Lawrence. A couple of spares in the lineup to help bolster the numbers. Rob Lawrence and Bruce. Jackals back in their white jerseys this week after having to use the darks again last week. So they'll be on the left side of your screen in the white jerseys. Icemen on the right in their black with blue trim. Trevor's going to get the start in net, and with that, let's head to the first period. We start off with the Jackals on the attack. It's Jer and Daryl exchanging the puck at the blue line. Daryl coming down the left side, tries to put it in front, but Jer gets it. It's again blocked and behind the net to Daryl, but he sees Johnny sneaking in late, throws the backhand pass out to him, and he throws that towards the net low blocker side, but the goalie makes the save. Play continuing in the Iceman zone. Point shot from Troy. Looks like that got through. Maybe tipped there by Johnny, but the puck's going to come back up the wall to Troy again. He takes another shot. That one definitely doesn't get through. Hits the defender in front, but then Rob throws it up front. It's a mad scramble. Riley battling for it, trying to throw it on the net with the backhand. Comes once again back out to Troy. He's going to put that down, but watch in front. Rob is set up in front, and that defender is going to come in and hit him from behind and knock him down. So under intense scrutiny and intense pressure, the Icemen are going to take a penalty, and here we see the Jackals on the power play. Darshawn setting up on the half wall. He tries to risky pass through the middle. He gets knocked down by the Icemen. Here they come, 2-on-1, short-handed, pass across. A player goes to the backhand, and Trevor sticks with it and gets the leg down and makes a big save. Iceman back to even strength, and here comes Daryl. He's going to make a back pass to Rob, who's then going to give it right back to Daryl in the crease, and he tries to go 5-hole with it, but the goalie's leg gets it. So that's going to lead to this offensive zone draw from the Icemen. The puck is tipped in front, and it's going to find its way through Trevor. A late reaction from the Icemen players and the referee, but he points towards the net, and the Icemen have themselves a 1-0 lead against the run of the play. Here's Bob retrieving a puck in his own zone. He's going to curl to the forehand, wait for a second, and then loft a puck up there to Rob, who's hitting that hole perfectly. He takes it in on the breakaway, and it looks like he has some space, 5-hole. Goalie looking behind him, but it stays out. Icemen on the attack looking to extend their lead. This puck is thrown towards the middle. It's off Bob's toe, but right onto the tape of that Iceman player, and Trevor has to bat that down with the blocker before Bob can clear it. It's a soft dump down the ice from Troy, and the goalie's going to come out and play it. He does, and as it goes up towards the point, Rob does well to keep it inside the blue line, goes around the defender. Then you see Riley coming hard from the bench, and he slides it past the goaltender's blocker and inside the post, and the Jackals have evened this game up at 1. You can see Rob and Riley both having come off the bench right before this rush. They have a lot of energy to chase that puck down. Next up, you're going to see a call you'd never see, very rare at least, off of offensive zone faceoff for the Jackals. You see the referee call a penalty, and it's going to be a delay of game call to the Iceman center. You're going to see Rob is tied up with him during the draw, and he's going to reach down with his hand right here, left hand, and push the puck backwards, which you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to use your hand to assist you during the draw. So the Jackals are to the power play. And we're going to see Lloyd coming down the left side, put it to Daryl in the corner. He's got Troy coming down the middle. He passes it to him, and he takes the shot, but it's off the shaft of the stick and up over the net. So we're to the second period now. It's still 1-1. Here come the Icemen down the left side of the ice, around the defender, around Bob, and throwing it out in front. And Trevor does well to hold the post and keep the stick down and keep it out. So Jackals now coming back the other way. The puck gets thrown up to Darshawn. He's going to throw the puck towards the middle, and here comes Jerry in late. He sweeps that towards the net. He just can't get a handle on it, and it goes lightly into the goalie. Here come the Icemen again. Get a little more offensive zone time. That player in front shovels it just wide on the left side. It's going to go up to the half wall. Icemen are going to win the battle there and put it back to that same player. And now he's in the slot, and he's going to shoot again on the left side. This time he hits the net, and Trevor's forced to make a blocker save. Now offensive zone draw for the Jackals. Puck's going to come up the wall to this Icemen player who bobbles it. Bob's going to jump onto it, throw it across to Lloyd on the far side, who does well to get a quick one-timer off across the body. That's a tough play, and the goalie is forced to make a difficult save. Here's Riley stumbling as he comes onto the ice from the bench, but that's going to work in his favor as Bob has the puck, pushes it up to Riley, and he's going to go around the defender, come in with a big slap shot, but the goaltender covers it up. Now it's a defensive zone draw for the Jackals. Rob is going to put this puck behind the net, or try to at least. Bob picks it up, takes it to behind the net, wraps it around to Darshan, who eventually gets control of the puck. It's off the defender's foot, but his second attempt is to Rob. And then look at this crazy backhand pass, no look, over to Aaron, sending him in on a breakaway. He tries to go to the blocker, and another save from the Icemen goaltender. Here's Daryl with the backhand pass to Troy along the wall. He's going to bump this up to Jerry with speed going down the wall, and he's going to get clipped by the Iceman player as he tries to go down the wall and bumps into the referee, who puts his arm to the air and sends the Jackal once again to the power play. And here's the Daryl and Lloyd connection again, working on the power play. Daryl holds up with it and then goes high and then passes it down low to Lloyd, who has an open net to tap it into, and he gets a piece of it, but it's just off the base of the net and wide. Now the next power play unit is out there, and Riley bumps the puck down low behind the net. John retrieves it, bumps it backwards to Riley, who takes it in behind the net, sees Bruce creeping in at the point, so he gives it to him. Shot goes through. It looks like it's off the hand of the defender, and then John has it. It's bouncing in the air. He gets a shot from a bad angle, and then Rob has it on the back post, and as he is about to tuck it into the empty net, it rolls off the end of his stick and then bounces back underneath him until the Icemen finally get it and clear it out. Icemen are now back to full strength, and they've got a 3-on-2 here, looking to take a lead in this game. This player's going to cut to the middle, whip the shot on net. The rebound is right there in a juicy spot in the slot, and a player coming in late shovels it on net with the backhand, but Trevor comes across and covers it up. Here's Rob now advancing the puck up to center for Darshan to skate onto. It's kind of a 3-on-2. Darshan's going to hold on to it, and he has a bunch of space, so he tries to go high glove, but around the world save there from the Iceman goaltender. Now the puck's going to come up into the neutral zone. Bob's going to hold it along the wall, then dish it over to Rob, and he's going to curl at the line, come in, go around the defender. He's got a chance in on the right side and tries to go to the far post, but another save from the Iceman goaltender, making a lot of nice saves in this game. So here's another offensive zone draw with the time winding down. Bob has it at the point. He's going to bump it down to Rob in the corner and then move into a soft spot there for the one-timer. It's low on the blocker side, a kick save, and then the goalie is falling awkwardly to his left, and Daryl can't get it up over him, but he's going to reset with the puck, give it over to Bob, and he walks in with it, and it hits the shaft of the defender in front of the net and gets deflected wide. So we go to the third period, still 1-1. And the Icemen blocking shots and defending with the shaft of their stick is becoming a theme in this game. Troy had one earlier. We just saw one from Bob. Here's Daryl picking up a loose puck in the corner, walks to the middle, has a good chance, and as he shoots it, it hits another defender's stick shaft and is deflected away from the net. Here's Jer breaking up a play in the neutral zone, and then he takes the puck, goes hard down the right side, holds on to it there, and then passes it out front to all alone in front. Johnny gets 2 cracks at it, then Riley comes in looking for the rebound, and he can't find it either. There's a play now back in the Jackals zone, and Iceman trying to take it in behind the net. It's eventually going to end up on Bob's stick, and he's going to put that over to Riley. And if a breakaway from 3 feet wasn't good enough for John, how about one from center ice? He picks up that great pass from Riley. He's in all alone, and as he's about to shoot, the Iceman player reaches over top of him and puts the hook on him, and you can see the referee pointing to center, and we have ourselves a penalty shot. So here's John picking it up at center, moving to the right, putting it back to the forehand, coming into the high slot. He's going to go high glove. But we've seen a couple nice saves from this goaltender with gloves here in this game, and there's another one to stop the penalty shot. Jackals getting some amazing chances in this game. Can't quite find that second goal. Here's a nice block from Jer, and he's going to rush down the ice. Darshan picks it up. It's a 3-on-2 down low. He goes to the backhand, tries to throw it out front. It bounces around. Aaron just can't reach it. So the Icemen get it, and they're about to clear it. And then a nice read from Troy there to intercept it with his glove. Comes in, he's got some space up high, but he shoots it, and it's wide, and it wraps around the wall, and the Icemen pick it up and turn it into a 2-on-1 of their own, and luckily that player decides to shoot with a slap shot from up high that Trevor has easily. And then on the ensuing face-off, the puck's going to come out to the Icemen at the point. This shot does get through. Trevor bats it down with the blocker. Daryl picks it up, and he's got a 3-on-2 back the other way. He's going to go down the left side, does well to hold it, and Rob hits a soft spot up high, picks up the pass, whips it towards the net. It's low to the glove side, and the goaltender gets the pad down yet again. Here's Daryl and Rob hooking up again. Rob taking the puck towards the middle. It goes back towards Daryl, though, and he tries to pull it to the front and tuck it in on the right side of the live barn screen there. But another save. Here they come again. Daryl holding the puck in behind the net. Throws it out front. It bounces around until Lloyd shoots it, and then Bob gets it and spins around. And a spinorama shot down low that the goalie has covered because he's already down in the butterfly position. On the following faceoff, Jer wins it clean. Back to Bob. Takes the slap shot. Jer tips it on net. Goalie has it. And then it's laying loose in the crease. He doesn't know where it is. Daryl does. Picks it up and goes to deposit it high in the empty net. And instead he gets underneath it and scoops it up and out of the arena. A glorious chance there from the Jackals, but it's still 1-1. So we're down to just a couple minutes to go in this game. Jackals have the puck behind the net. That's John. He's trying to find Riley out front. Eventually gets it to him. Riley throws it towards the net. Not sure if that hit the goaltender or the defender, but it ends up going wide. And then Rob Lawrence at center is trying to hold it there, and the Iceman chips it by him, turns it into another 2-on-1. They walk in. The pass this time is across, and this time he walks in a little closer and puts it high over the glove. And with just 2:10 to play in this game, the Icemen have an unexpected lead late. So the Jackals will be scrambling, looking to tie this one back up. Here comes Jer down the right side. He's got a 3-on-2, so he pushes it over to Aaron, who has to reach for it, whips it towards the net. It's a save, and then Jer's trying to sweep it in on the backhand. The puck is laying loose in the crease. He can't quite find it, and the Icemen clear it away. So we're down to about the last 45 seconds left in this game. Bob with the zone entry there, holds up, throws it across to Aaron. He's going to throw that towards the net, but it's wide on the short side, so it's now up the wall. Bob pinching back in, picking it back up, taking it around back behind the net, tries to throw it up front. It ends up going to Troy at the point, over to Daryl. He throws that towards the net, and just a wall of bodies there prevents it from getting through. So now the Jackals are working hard along the end boards, trying to keep possession. Darshawn has it there. He's going to put it back to Daryl again. And this time he's going to shoot again. And again, it gets deflected. This time Troy throws it in front. There's a bunch of bodies looking for it, and it gets chopped wide of the net. And it looks like the Icemen are about to clear it out. But no, Daryl holds it in, holds the line, throws it back towards Darshawn at the side of the net. He just fails to tip it in. Aaron keeps it. It's back out to Troy. Time winding down. Puck towards the net, and another block from the Icemen. There can't be much more than a few seconds left here. The puck gets thrown down behind the net. Rob quickly goes to get it, throws it wildly up front. Bob picks it up in the backhand, then with another spinorama that didn't work earlier in the game, but it works this time as the goalie is standing up tall. It's through his legs and in, and with just 5 seconds left on the clock and a mad scramble from the Jackals, they have tied this game after thoroughly dominating it here in the third period. So we're going to go to overtime. And the first opportunities of overtime are going to go to the Icemen. They get the first possession of the overtime period. Coming down the left side, putting it up high. There was a little space there, but you can see the shrug from Trevor to keep it out. Now it looks like the Jackals are going to take possession, but a nice play by that Iceman there to put it past Johnny. And then number 2 is going to take the shot from the point, but kicked aside from Trevor. So Iceman still having possession. Jackals trying desperately to get it back. This player's going to swerve around Riley, come through the middle, and Bob disrupts that little pass he was going to try to make to the outside. And then Jared disrupts this pass back to the defender, and that's going to turn into a breakaway. In overtime, looking to end it. He comes in on the forehand shot, rebounds there. He got the rebound, and he puts it off the post, but a second rebound is laying in the goalie's legs, and he doesn't know it's there, and Bob coming in late chips it past the goaltender, and 2 goals from Bob, one at the end of the period and then another in overtime, is going to seal the victory here for the Jackals over the Icemen. Closer than it should have been, just like it was last time against the Icemen, but another win here for the Jackals. So despite a number of great chances, it looked like this wasn't going to be for the Jackals, but they do come back with a late goal and an overtime winner, and they get the victory for the second time against the Icemen this year. Let's have a look at the stats. See Bob and Riley as the goal scorers, both having scored in the last game as well. So goal scoring streaks for those 2 players. Rob with his 2 assists. So let's have a look at the season stats now. Mark remains the runaway leader in points, but he didn't play this game, and Jer and Rob both creep closer to him with points in this game. So now let's have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Very busy scoreboard for this division, as there's now 10 teams in the division. You see a lot of different results. The 3 Bears beating the Garbagemen, the team that was in first place. And as we look at the standings, they do remain in first place, but it's starting to get a little tighter at the top of the table. Jackals just a few percentage points behind them in the standings. The 3 Bears with their victories over the Garbagemen now in 4th place, but they haven't played any of the original teams other than the Garbagemen, so that could change easily for them. And as you can see, that is the next opponent for the Jackals in another busy week for the 30+ D division, with that game happening on Monday night. And with that said, the Jackals will get out of here by the skin of their teeth, and we'll see you all on Monday.